be intense. Green flag comes out. Kyle McKenzie puts it in the air. Ryan Soucy's and Corey Turner race down into 1 and 2.
Soucy's his first time here all year as he finally has a chance to get away from the Friday night shows that we run up against his Ransomville modified dates. So Soucy's making use now of his first weekend start of the year to take the lead on lap 1.
Soucy's picked up his first ever 360 win at Humberstone in June. Here he is battling for the lead, but Corey Turner out of Caister Center will shoot by in the Hills Racing number 97. Corey Turner in the top spot. Soucy's is second. Krechka and Kruder going at it for third.
You know, there's some home track pride going on here for some of these drivers as they fight against the invaders, including Soucy's, who hasn't been here all year. So Turner, I'm sure, is happy behind the wheel of that 97 right now.
Leads the way over Soucy's on lap number 3. You've got Krechka right now third. Fourth is partner Bryce Miller. Fifth is Scott Kruder. Sixth is Stan Zenkin. Seventh, Lee Winger. And then Scott Shirk and Cole McDonald as the leader. Corey Turner brushed the front stretch wall that time by.
Last time we saw Mikey Krechka here, he was in victory lane. He's third right now, as you mentioned. Turner up front did catch that wall the last time. You see the wheel white walled a bit there. He keeps it up front for now.
Got these big concrete blocks along the walls here, and it is not a rough ride if you scuff those, so keep an eye on that right rear tire of Corey Turner. So far, so good. 2 laps to go for the driver at Caister Center, Ontario.
Keeping an eye on Parker Price Miller as well. His first start of the year here on this weekend. Last time we saw him, he was on the podium at the Canadian Nationals, but right now a distant fourth as Turner comes around and picks up the white flag.
Yeah, Parker was part of that great finish in the Canadian Sprint Car Nationals. In fact, in the top 3, he's the only one here tonight, so keep an eye on that 67. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, through 3 and off a corner for the final time. Creative Edge Signs and Graphics Heat Race 1 goes to Corey Turner. And Soucy will come home in second. Third will go to Mikey Krechka. Fourth of the line will be Parker Bryce Miller. Fifth, Scott Kruder. Sixth will be Stan Zenkin. Seventh, Lee Winger. Eighth will be the 43, Scott Shirk, and ninth will be Cole McDonald. So your winner of Creative Edge Signs and Graphics Heat Race number 1 out of Caister Center in the KT Tobacco Town Line Variety Silo Wireless number 97, it's Corey Turner. $50/50s at $2,000, but we're guaranteeing the winner will walk away.
It was right after Casey won that 410 race at Lincoln Speedway. Clinton said, hey, why don't you come up here to Oshwegan? And it all went from there. Twitter does interesting things sometimes.
Like we're ready to come to the green flag with racing Jason Barney and Tyler Hendricks on the front row in this one. Casey Kane, Shane Ross, row 2. Alex Hill, Dane Knight, row 3. Chris Steele, Jamie Turner, row 4. Kyle McKenzie will throw the green flag in the air. Instant Insulation Heat Race number 2 is underway.
Jason Barney, another driver who hasn't been here all year, always runs strong here at Oshwegan, though, a former feature winner here on the 3/8 mile. Tyler Hendricks now up to second. Casey Kane making a run for that spot.
Here he challenges on the inside line. Tyler backs off just a little bit to let the 4-car slip in line as Casey Kane moves to the second spot. Meanwhile, it's racing Jason Barney pulling away from the field.
Jason Barney's been out on the road a lot this year, been racing in Ohio and points even further west on the ESCS National Tour at times. So Barney has experienced a bunch of different tracks and different track conditions, and right now he's using that experience to his advantage.
Jason Barney works it through 3 and off a corner 4 to complete lap number 3. 5 left on the board. Casey Kane in second. Lap is for third. Tyler Hendricks and Shane Ross going at it side by side into corner number 1. Shane Ross, part-time this year. He'll get by Tyler Hendricks in the 38.
Passing points in effect here in the 360 sprint car races, and so every position counts in these heat races to try to get into the redraw for the feature.
4 laps in, 4 to go when Jason Barney leads over Casey Kane. Tyler Hendricks will slip back by Shane Ross as he's back to 4th. 5th is Dane Knight. 6th, Chris Steele. 7th is Alex Hill. And 8th right now is the 11th, Jamie Turner.
That's the race for the final transfer spot. Shane Ross has it. Chris Steele and Dane Knight want it, but right now they're racing side by side and not catching Ross.
2 to go for Jason Barney out in front. Straightaway lead over Casey Kane, then about the same advantage. From Casey back to Tyler Hendricks and Shane Ross, who are putting on a great fight right now for that 3rd spot. Going at it back and forth. Ross back on the outside will grab 3rd again.
White flag out for Barney. Second is Kane, of course. Then it's third. Still up for grabs there. Ross takes it back out of corner 4.
Checkers will fly. Coming off of corner number 4, the winner will be Jason Barney. He'll pick up the instant insulation heat race number 2. Casey Kane will come home in second. Third will be Shane Ross. Fourth will go to Tyler Hendricks. Fifth, United. Sixth, Chris Steele. And seventh at the line will be Alex Hill for the 11 of Jamie Turner. So your winner of instant insulation heat race number 2 out of Constantia, New York, in the pit stop convenience. Car number 87, it's racing Jason Barney. Field takes shape down the backstretch, ready to come to life with Steve Lyons, Mike Farrell on the front row of this one. Looks like we're going to have to, we're going to get the 0-1 of Lang up there in position. Looks like we will be ready to come to the green flag. This one brought to you by Strickland GMC. Steve Lyons, Mike Farrell bring them to the green.
Lyons gets a good start there and dives it down into 1 and 2 the first time. The drivers to watch, though, Westbrook in the 47X, the 10 of Brown. The 5D of Dykstra had a head of steam there and had to back out of the gas to avoid hitting the 15 of Farrell.
Nice bit of driving by Dave Dykstra. Now he'll work to the outside of the point leader. Mitch Brown 3 wide into corner number 1. Dave Dykstra in that Burger Barn 5D now to the third spot, but Mitch Brown not going away on the bottom.
So now those 3 drivers that I mentioned are second, third, and fourth, but Chris Durand fighting down to the inside on Brown for the 4th spot now.
Meanwhile, how about at the front, Tommy? Steve Lyons, the rookie driver, at the front of the field, leading over Dylan Westbrook, who's been one of the hottest drivers so far this year, running in the 2nd spot.
Lyons, a graduate of the crate sprint car division, came over from the pavement a couple of years ago and has done a very good job. Right now he's still holding off Westbrook for the moment, but Westbrook definitely gaining now on lap number 3.
Over to the cross flags, this time by Dylan Westbrook, working that outside line, trying to get it by Steve Lyons. He'll go by him down the front stretch to give Westbrook the lead. Meanwhile, Lang looped it around in corner 2, right in front of the leaders. He'll gather some steam back up. Dave Dykstra will go by for the 2nd spot.
Dykstra kept his foot on the hammer there, and now he's catching Westbrook again. A replay of the feature from Friday night with Dykstra chasing Westbrook.
Westbrook leads the way, Dykstra in the 2nd, Steve Lyons right now holding down 3rd, and Mitch Brown 4th, and you've got quite a distance back to 5th place. Chris Durand 6th, Paulie Giovanni, and then you've got Mike Farrell and Paul Lang.
Westbrook running some very quick laps in this one, the only driver in the 14-second bracket so far, as he looks to try to get his 3rd feature win of the season here at Oshwegan tonight. White flag in the out now for Westbrook.
He's 1 lap away from another heat race win. Dylan Westbrook, defending winner of the crate sprint car division, who's been to the 360s full time. We'll work it through 3 and off of corner 4 to the checkered flag, and the winner of heat race number 3 is Dylan Westbrook. Dykstra comes on 2nd, Mitch Brown 3rd, Steve Lyons 4th, 5th will go to Chris Durand, 6th will be Paulie Giovanni, and Mike Farrell will come across the line, followed by Paul Lang. That concludes heat race number 3 from Cool Kids Core-Pack Sprint Cars. Your winner of that race out of Oakland, Ontario, the Bradshaw Fuels, Oshwegan Speedway, number 47X, it's Dylan Westbrook. 4th and final qualifying heat brought to you by O'Neill's Farm Equipment in Binbrook. Starting in the pole at Port Colborne, the Gilletta Flooring Services, Hayner's Discount Tire and Auto Parts, Mike Knapp Ford. 22 is Sean Slider. Rolling off 2nd out of Caister Center, the Aces Bar and Grill, J&E Recovery, Plastics Auto Recycler, number 91 is Ryan Turner. Starting 3rd out of Belfast, New York, in the Genesee Valley Medical Center's Corner 4 Concession Building. If you found a pair of sunglasses, if you try them on, they're probably not going to work right for you. They are prescription sunglasses. If you could bring them to the announce tower, we've got a fan that has lost them. If you found some glasses in the washroom, please bring them to the announce tower. Come with the green flag, the 4th and final qualifying heat. Sean Slider, Ryan Turner, bring them to the green.
Sean Slider back for another race here at Oshwegan, as is Steve Collins, who has not run full-time this year at Oshwegan, but a former feature winner. But right now it's Friday night's feature winner, Jim Hoopinen, with a run through the middle, and Hoopinen will lead lap number 1.
What a great lap by the Red Rocket. Jim Hoopinen, the 14Hs. He will get by Sean Slider and to slice and dice his way to the top spot. whatever he's found in this car, Tommy, it's working because he's been strong the last few weeks.
Yeah, the dry track working to his advantage so far as close racing goes on for the second spot. Styres, Turner, and Slater all in there. Styres now trying to work his way around Slater for second.
Off the corner 4 they come. Jim Hoopinen is your leader. Glenn Styres will get to the outside of Sean Slater. Grab the second spot for the moment. Put Slater back to third. Ryan Turner right now running in fourth. Steve Collins fifth. Jake Brown is sixth. Seventh is Tom Hoopinen. And eighth is Curtis Gartley.
Styres holding second now, but not doing much to catch up to Hoopinen so far. Slater still holding third. Fourth in the final transfer is Collins. As now trouble on the 91 of Turner. Big smoke out of the engine compartment.
And he has some problems in the hot laps as well, so we'll have to keep an eye on Ryan Turner in the 91. He stays out there as Jake Brown caught the wall down in corner number 1, breaks the left front on the Little Bend 110, and that will bring up the caution flag. 5 laps in, 3 to go. Jake Brown comes to a stop in corner number 2, and that left front wheel snapped backwards as he caught the wall on the entry of corner.
Top 10 in the championship standings, if not a little bit more. So they will want to get as many points as they can.
So 3 laps to go in this one. Single file past the restart cone. Jim Hoopinen will bring them across the stripe. Glenn Styres in tow. And the dock, Steve Collins right behind him.
So it's Hoopinen and Styres. This is a familiar sight. 2-time track champion Hoopinen and 2-time track champion Styres going at it. Styres trying to get the inside corner 4, and that didn't work.
2 laps to go. The Red Rocket and the Ohsweken Flyer going at it down the backstretch. Styres ducks down to the inside, tries to shove it in corner number 3, finds a little bit of room. They'll work it off the 4th corner, and Glenn Styres will grab the lead of the white flag.
Hoopinen back to the inside, but doesn't get a very good run out of corner 2, and Styres will keep the lead. Collins is catching both of them.
Off of corner number 4, Styres way up high. Hoopinen down low, checkers in the air. Glenn Styres will get the win over Hoopinen. What a qualifying heat that was. Steve Collins comes home in 3rd, then it's Sean Slater 4th, Ryan Turner 5th. 6th will be Tom Hoopinen, and 7th will go to Curtis Gartley. So your winner of O'Neill's Farm Equipment Heat Race number 4 out of Ohsweken, the Case IH Ohsweken Speedway car number 0, the Ohsweken Flyer, Glenn Styres. An impressive run by the Ohsweken Flyer, and he needs a little bit of good luck on his side without a win so far here in 2016. Well, it's time for the Go Nuclear Late Model Series, and that means it's time for the voice of the Go Nuclear Tour, Mr. Adam Buchanan.
Thank you very much, Greg. Yeah.
Only 2 spots up for grabs here. Everybody else will be on the trailer. And right now it's Kruder and Durand at the front, but Cola Giovanni, who had a good run on Friday night, is fighting with Durand for that second spot.
Scott Kruder, your leader on lap number 1. Cola Giovanni hit a run there in corner number 1. He lost a little bit of ground on Chris Durand as they go down into corner number 3. Cola Giovanni on the outside works it again hard on Chris Durand.
Cola Giovanni may have gotten up over the berm a little bit in corner 4, but didn't affect him too much. He dives to the inside on Durand, but couldn't get it done that time.
That time he hit a little bump down there. It seems there's an imperfection in the track. Right now, Paulie has been hitting it at the front of the field on lap number 3 with Scott Kruder, your leader, but the yellow flag comes out for Scott Shirk. Scott Shirk and Mike Farrell may have made contact on the back stretch, so Scott Shirk will go around and find his way backwards on the back stretch, and the yellow flag comes out with 2 laps onto the board. Top 2 will transfer. You've got Scott Kruder in
the 69K. Right now your leader, and Chris Durand in the 67 would be the other transfer spot.
Well, Greg, down here, the Shirk 43 car gets a quick turnaround. He'll pop it back in gear and get going. Doesn't appear to be any damage on the 43 of Scott Shirk, so he will just get refired up and take it to the back of the beat.
Should mention our good friends at Lone Wolf Fireworks, who'll be lighting up the sky later on here tonight. And they do every Friday night with us here at Ohsweken Speedway. Lone Wolf Fireworks lighting up the stands tonight. They've got light sticks for sale just behind the grandstand here, just to the side of the announce tower. So if you want to get some light sticks, go see Lone Wolf Fireworks. $5 each. And light up the stands here tonight as we get ready to resume this B main. We'll get the white flag this time by. We've found a set of keys, GM keys, were found at the front gate. If you own a GM and you've lost your keys, go down to the front gate and you can claim those. 50-50, guaranteed right now, $2,900. $2,900 in the 50-50. Flag the sellers down there in the bright pink t-shirts. Get a hold of them and get in on tonight's 50-50, guaranteed $2,900.
Well, Greg, keep an eye on the Mike Farrell 15. Looks like the left rear might be bent up. A bit of a wobble going on in the 15 of Farrell. And Shirk sent back to the pits. The car would not refire. He will be done here tonight. Here we go.
Green flag up in the air. Scott Kruger will lead them down into corner number 1 with Chris Durand second and Paulie Colagiovanni wanting everything that he can do right now to get by Chris Durand.
Colagiovanni wants to get into that feature event. He had a good run here on Friday when he got up into the top 3 in the feature, but so far falling back now from Durand and Kruger.
Back stands Zenkin staying there right now with Paulie Colagiovanni as they go down into corner number 3. At the front, Scott Kruger works it across the line to complete lap number 4. Chris Durand in second, Colagiovanni in third, and Stan Zenkin right now in fourth.
Colagiovanni got up over the edge of the banking in turn 1 and 2 that time, but it didn't hurt him too much. Look at him run to the inside now on Durand in 3 and 4.
Cross flags up in the air, 5 in, 5 to go in this one. Scott Kruger on cruise control at the front of the field. Durand gets sideways off of corner 2. Here comes Paulie Colagiovanni going wheel to wheel into 3.
Durand and Derek Jonathan put on a show in the B main on Friday night as Durand got the win by a nose. Now he's trying to hold off Colagiovanni for the final transfer spot. And so far he's doing it, but now Colagiovanni gets a good run out of corner 2.
He'll get by Chris Durand for that second qualifying spot here in this B main. Now, can he hold on to it? Across the stripe, it's 7 in and 3 to go as the leader, Scott Kruger, about to catch some lapped cars.
Durand caught the rut down there in 1 and 2, and now Zankin has caught him, both of them falling back from that final transfer spot as Kruger will get the 2 to go signal this time by.
Scott Kruger works by Mike Farrell down the backstretch. Now he'll sail by Cole McDonald as well. And this time by, we'll see the white flag off of corner number 4. One more trip around for Scott Kruger with Paulie Colagiovanni holding down second. The sizable advantage over Chris Durand and Stan Zenkin.
Those two racing for position there. They know if something happens to the front 2, that's the race for the final transfer. And now Zenkin has third, but it's not going to matter. Kruger gets the win. Second will be Colagiovanni in the final transfer. Then Zankin, Durand, and Lee Winger rounding out the top 5.
So Scott Kruger and Paulie Colagiovanni will advance into tonight's A main. The rest of the drivers done for the evening. We still have another B main though for the Cool Kids Core Pack Sprint Cars. Another 2 drivers will transfer. And we've got some. 2 more cars to transfer.
Ida and Turner off to good starts there, but Chris Steele on the inside. Now he hits a bump and falls back, but Steele now gets a great run out of corner 2 and takes second.
Steele working that inside line. Hot off a win at the Merrittville Speedway on Saturday night in his small block modified. Back behind the wheel of the sprint car. The former champion working on the back end of Dane Nida with troubles up in corner number 1. Curtis Gartley goes over. So Curtis Gartley out of Thamesford goes on his side up in corner number 1. And it looks like the driver is okay. They're going to put the car back over on all fours. Well, that's always a good sign as Curtis Gartley out of Thamesford.
Caked in mud from the time you fell off the safety truck, Clinton.
Oh, yeah.
They definitely keep on ticking.
They're good little machines. Getting ready to go. A few other pretty high-powered machines ready to go back to it. Here we go.
2 cars to transfer, and we've got a full field of cars that are all capable of winning a race. Here's Dane Nida, Chris Steele in the transfer spot, but here comes Jake Brown working to the outside of Chris Steele.
Those 3 drivers at the front, all feature winners here at Oshwegan Speedway in 360 competition, and now Brown with a power move takes the lead on lap number 2.
I'll bet you this is a little bit of redemption. You could tell Jake Brown was angry in the car when he busted up the left front wheel, and now he's at the front of the field as we got a car looped around. Alex Hill goes around at 2. That will bring him to caution.
So not the night Alex Hill wanted after she went to the podium for the first time in 360 competition on Friday, but now loops around in corner 2.
She will definitely have some tough sledding ahead of her as she tries to work her way from the back, go with the Canadian Sprint Car Nationals. But, you know, young Alex, Holly Porter, Hannah Farrell, the list goes on of these girls showing the boys how to do it in sprint cars. Here we come back to green, guys.
Single file past the restart cone. Redemption on the mind of the Little Bend 110. Jake Brown as he leads them. Dane Nida right now in second. Chris Steele on the outside looking in. And Tommy, not very often do you say that about someone like Chris Steele.
Yeah, and Ryan Turner for that matter. He's also in that 4th spot out of a transfer right now. Both of them trying to catch the front 2. Jake Brown and Dane Nida going to be a tall order for Steele and Turner.
Down in corner number 2, side by side for the moment. Now Brown pulls away from Dane Nida. As they come down this time by, it'll be the cross flags. 5 laps on the board, 5 to go for the Little Bend 110 of Jake Brown.
So Brown and Nida were side by side briefly there. You know, Nida doesn't want to be on the bubble there in the 17Xs. Now Steele maybe started to gain on him, as is Turner.
Cross the stripe another time. 6 on the board for Jake Brown. Dane Nida sitting in second. Then it's Chris Steele in third. 4th is Ryan Turner. 5th is Tom Hupinen. 6th is Alex Hill. And 7th is Jamie Turner.
Jake Brown comes around to lead another lap. 3 to go now for Brown. Then it's Nida. Steele still working to try to catch the 17X car and maybe lost a bit of ground there in turns 1 and 2. Now Turner in the 91 gets up over the edge.
2 laps to go for Jake Brown. Had problems in his heat. He's been on a mission since the green flag dropped. Right now, your leader with Dane Nida sitting in the 2nd spot, and the real deal, Chris Steele, 1 position out of a transfer.
Brown running a very solid line right through the middle of the track like we see so many of the World of Outlaws drivers do to perfection, and we'll see that again tomorrow night. But Brown half straightaway ahead of Nida now.
Trouble in the heat. Power in the B main. Checkers out. B main 2 goes to Jake Brown. Dane Nida will grab the other transfer position. So Chris Steele, Ryan Turner, Tom Hupinen, Alex Hill, Jamie Turner will all be done, as well as Curtis Gartley. So there's your winner of B main number 2 out of Brantford in the Little Bend 110. It's Jake Brown. Broke the left front in the qualifying heat. The Brown crew worked feverishly to get that car repaired, and Jake Brown will pick up the win and will make it into tonight's A main. Ready for our second feature of the night for the Affordable Towing and Recovery Thunderstocks. Tommy Googe with the starting lineup.
Starting on the green. 20 cars in this feature, 34 tried to get in their very best 360 sprint cars in the area here tonight, and Dykstra takes the early lead in the 5D.
3 cars battle up front. Dave Dykstra has the lead. Corey Turner back to second. Here comes racing Jason Barney trying to find the line on the outside of Turner, going through 1 and 2, but Turner tucks back into second.
Casey Kane's lost a couple spots. He's fallen back to 5th now as Dykstra leads. Turner second. Barney up to 3rd. Then it's Hoopin in Friday night's feature winner as he now gets to the outside of Barney and takes 3rd.
Dykstra, your leader, getting back to victory lane just a couple of weeks ago in that Burger Barn 5D. He sets the pace with Corey Turner in second, and Jim Hoopinen, winner Friday night, right there in 3rd. Then you've got Jason Barney in 4th, and the battle for 5th, Casey Kane and Dylan Westbrook.
Dykstra told us at the intermission that he thought maybe the top side would go away, but so far it's working out okay for him. He's running the top side in 1 and 2, about a lane and a half down from the top side in 3 and 4 and pulling away.
And Dave Dykstra right now leading this one over Jim Hoopinen. Big bump forming down in the entryway of corner number 1. These cars hitting that and upsetting the race cars, but right now Dave Dykstra, your leader, over Jim Hoopinen.
Close racing for the 3rd spot, 3 wide almost, as Turner, Kane, and Westbrook almost got into it there out of corner 4.
Kane with a beautiful move off of corner number 4, threads the needle, does it again, gets by Corey Turner. He's into the top 3, sets his sights now on Jim Hoopinen.
Track very wide, still pretty quick, but lots of grooves out here. Westbrook gets into the front stretch wall and rides it all the way down to the end of corner 1. So Westbrook had some contact with the 97 of Corey Turner, and Westbrook ends up with the wrong end of that one.
That almost happened one lap before that as the 97 and the 47X racing close off of corner 4. Dylan had to get on the binders and back out of it. This time by, Dylan stayed in the throttle, but the 97 was right there, pinched him into the wall, and man, oh man, that 47, I thought it was going into the fence, but somehow Dylan kept it on the track, guided it down into corner number 1, and the yellow flag flies. 6 laps in, 14 to go.
And Rich hitting, as Kane served notice he'd be quick here tonight by running the quickest time in hot laps on his first time ever seeing the Speedway, first lap.
Green flag goes up in the air. Dave Dykstra leads him across the stripe with Jim Hoopinen in tow. And here comes Casey Kane. Dive bombs both of them. Grabs the lead in corner 2. And he'll lead them down the backstretch. But here comes Jim Hoopinen.
Hoopinen fights back to the inside. Behind them, Parker Price Miller is on the move in the 67X. It's going to be 3 wide almost for the lead. Kane takes it over on lap number 7.
How about that move? Casey Kane has the top spot, but here comes Dave Dykstra now as he battles side by side with Jim Hoopinen for the runner-up spot. He'll get by the 14H for the moment.
Parker Price Miller may be the quickest car on the track, but he's going to have to get around Dykstra and Hoopinen in short order here before Kane can get away. But Dykstra now almost to the tail end of Kane in turn 2.
Down the backstretch and into corner number 3. Casey Kane leading up on that top sideline. Dave Dykstra in second. Parker Price Miller, as you said, Tommy, makes the move. He grabs 3rd away from Jim Hoopinen. Now sets his sights on Dave Dykstra.
Parker Price Miller's lap times are quicker than the top 2 in front of him, and now he gets to the inside of Dykstra. Slide job on him, and both of them are catching Kane again.
Parker Price Miller doing all he can to get by Dave Dykstra and take a shot at leader Casey Kane. As we just passed the halfway point, Kane leads, Dykstra second, Parker Price Miller right now in 3rd, 4th, Jim Hoopinen 5th is Ryan Soucies.
Jim Hoopinen recovering now after falling back. He's starting to catch the top 3 again. Now Price Miller with a slider on Dykstra in turns 1 and 2, but lost all his momentum there, and Dykstra takes the 2nd spot back, but now the yellow flag has come out as Corey Turner.
Front end is broken both sides on the 97 as both wheels bouncing around for Corey Turner.
The one throwing the sliders like that, and now Dave's the one just patiently running his line and letting Price Miller slide up the track, and then Dykstra's been diving back underneath.
Next time by, we'll get right back at it with 9 laps to go in this one for the Cool Kids Core Pack Sprint Cars. Casey Kane, your leader. Dave Dykstra in second. Parker Price Miller 3rd. 4th, Jim Hoopinen. 5th is Ryan Soucies. And the point leader, Mitch Brown, right back there in position number 6. flag is out. Kane will take it right out to the wall on that restart. Leads him down into corner number 1. Parker Price Miller throws it in deep, but here comes Dykstra back down the track, and they'll drag race into 3.
Those two keep throwing sliders at each other, and Kane is taking advantage and pulling away here, but now Price Miller may have cleared Dykstra as they almost came together out of corner 4.
Kane leads him down the backstretch. Dykstra lost some ground that time to Parker Price Miller, who will now set his sights on leader Casey Kane. Troubles for the 3R of Shane Ross. He will coast up to the entry of the pit area, and now he will take it to the pits as we stay green flag racing with Casey Kane leading over Parker Price Miller, Dave Dykstra, then it's Jim Hoopin and Ryan Soucies, Mitch Brown, and Glenn Styres now up to 7.
A clear track now for the leaders, and Kane was a 1/10 of a second slower than Parker Price Miller the last lap, but still a pretty good gap between the front two.
This time by will be 15 on the board. The big high five from Kyle McKenzie to Casey Kane, your leader. All the lap traffic in front right now running the bottom sideline other than Dane Nida, so we'll see how this plays out for leader Casey Kane.
Glenn Styres, Ryan Soucies, and Steve Collins are having a whale of a battle, and now Styres catches Collins' wheel and goes upside down on the backstretch.
Hard crash on the backstretch for the Ohsweken Flyer, Glenn Styres. Red flag is out. Now from the camera here, I can see Glenn moving around in the car.
We ask everybody to stay back from the fence, especially on the backstretch. Lots of fluid and fuel coming out of the zero car. Safety crew doing a great job to lift it back onto its feet. Here comes Glenn out of the crushed top wing. And what a great sign it is after a horrendous crash down here on the back chute. All kinds of carnage and damage here. And Glenn Styres out of the zero car, and I can somehow see the crazy twisted smile under that helmet already. All kinds of parts all over here on the back straightaway. Glenn will work to get the Hans device off. The car absolutely destroyed over here as it goes up in a bit of flames. Glenn, why are you smiling? That's what we all want to know. Are you crazy?
You don't get a ride like this at Canada's Wonderland. It's been a long time since I've been upside down. And, yeah, it was just a little... I seen him coming over. I just couldn't slow up enough. We were really close, and my car was coming in really, really nice. It was really fast. I just wish I could have got up there with Casey. But anyways, it was a hell of a night, and thank you all for coming out.
What a way to thank the fans. How about it, ladies and gentlemen? Well, we laugh about this, but there was a time here when I started here, Greg, and if we didn't flip a car, Glenn would get in his street car and flip it down the front straightaway for the fans. We would guarantee cars on the...
Now Styres catches Collins' wheel and goes upside down on the backstretch.
See what Parker Price Miller can do, sitting there in the second spot. Dave Dykstra's not done either, you know that. Jim Hoopin and just won on Friday night in the 14H, and the point leaders there in fifth. Casey's night is far from over. With 5 laps to go, they'll come to the green flag off of corner number 4. We're back underway.
Here we go again. Price Miller may not be close enough to try to throw the slider at Kane. He did try it anyway. caught a bit of a rut and now falls back on the backstretch.
Kane, oh so smooth on the outside line, sailed right by Parker Price Miller and regains the advantage he had going into the red flag. Now just 4 laps to go for Enumclaw Washington's Casey Kane.
Dave Dykstra going to the bottom side to try to get something done. Meanwhile, Tyler Hendricks has lost the left rear wheel. He slides to the infield and the wheel goes all the way up to the end of corner 1.
So now 4 laps remain, and Tyler Hendricks' left rear sneaker sits up in corner number 1. The crew will get down there, pick that up, in a wild ride for Tyler Hendricks. Too much damage to the rear end, the torque tube, and they could not repair the 38 of Tyler Hendricks, so we will go back to the green flag. Casey Kane, your leader. Parker Price Miller right there behind him.
Well, we'll see what Parker Price Miller has for this restart. And pretty much just like the last restart, Kane gets away. Dykstra goes to the bottom side, but now Price Miller fights back on the outside.
Kane stretches the advantage. This time by it will be 3 laps to go, and Dave Dykstra working on Parker Price Miller for the runner-up spot as they work it down into corner number 1. Just 3 laps to go.
Mitch Brown now has gotten around the 14H of Hoopinen, and he's up into the 4th spot as Kane now will get the 2 to go signal this time by.
2 laps to go for Casey Kane in his first ever visit to Ohsweken Speedway, hoping to make it 2 nights in a row. He can grab it tonight and then against the World of Outlaws tomorrow night. White flag will go in the air. One more trip around as now Jake Brown goes around in corner number 1 right in front of the leader, Casey Kane.
So it's not over yet.
To ever visit. Parker Price Miller and Dave Dykstra right in tow. Casey's been so good on the restarts. Let's see if he's able to pull away again here at the drop of the green flag. We are back underway, and Kane powers down the front stretch.
Maybe not quite as good of a restart. Parker Price Miller tries something different, but again, it doesn't work, and now Dykstra takes advantage.
Yeah, Dykstra trying to make that move on Parker Price Miller. White flag again will come into the air for Casey Kane as he crosses the stripe. Parker Price Miller and Dave Dykstra continue at it for second.
Dave Dykstra to the inside on Parker Price Miller. Can't get it done, and now Kane's through 3 and 4 the final time.
Off a corner 4, checkers in the air. Casey Kane will win at Ohsweken. Parker Price Miller finishes second. Dave Dykstra third. Fourth is Mitch Brown. And fifth will be Steve Collins. We'll go down trackside to talk with your winner, Casey Kane. Lone Wolf Fireworks light up the sky. You came to see Casey Kane. You got to see him win at the Big O. Casey down to Mobile One victory lane. Again, want to thank the good folks at Burger Barn for making tonight possible. Thank you to Lone Wolf Fireworks for lighting up the sky. Make sure you're back here again tomorrow night, 7:30 start time to see the World of Outlaw Craftsman Sprint Car Series. He's got the trophy. He'll grab the flag. Let's hear it for Casey Kane. Well, Casey, Glenn Styres wanted you to come here to Ohsweken Speedway. You've heard a lot about it. Tony Stewart had success here. Your first visit, you were quick right off the truck, fastest in hot laps, good run in the heat, and a feature win. What do you think of Ohsweken Speedway now?
Oh, man, it feels good to get a win. I had a great car. I was excited to come up here and get to race at this racetrack. It's always been such a cool place, and in front of a great crowd. I had a blast. I was happy I got to the front when I did because I think that the cushion got stronger there. The outside got stronger there as we went, so I needed to be there. Glad I was there when it was time. But thanks to all the fans for coming out, and my guys, some of the World of Outlaw guys are here, Brad and Darren, our teams, my brother, Justin Adams, he's always with me. So is Dave. We had a good time.
Is there anything you can take from this 360 that you can translate tomorrow night against the World of Outlaws? It's going to be a whole nother crowd.
It's completely different, but it feels good to get a win. It feels good to win a 360 race. And thanks to Mike Hefner, for letting us use this engine. Rob Capet, our guy, helped find it through Ryder, which is an awesome engine. Had a blast driving that. Greg Auden it, and the boys there for giving it to us. So we needed one. We got 410s. We didn't have 360s. So, thanks to those guys.
On behalf of Oshweekend Speedway, Casey, thank you very much for coming. Congratulations.
All right, thanks a lot. I hope we're okay over here. It was ugly on the backstretch.
Glenn Styres moves in. Let's hear it for Casey Kane, tonight's winner in the Burger Barn Northern Crate Nationals. And Parker Price Miller. Parker, second place tonight. Man, looked like the Nationals all over again. You were trying everything you could, just not enough for the 4-car, but trying every different lane, and you look strong out there. Good confidence builder.
Yeah, it's my first trip back to Oshweekend since the Nationals, but it's a good night. Just had bad luck in the heat race, lost power steering, so I was just kind of hanging on. But Casey was really good, and I didn't really need that red flag, but I'm glad to see it. Glenn's all right. Just things didn't fall our way there at the end. Had a good car, just kind of dead even with Casey, and motor kind of stumbled on restarts, which hurt us too. But it was gonna be hard to get around Casey. He's a good driver, he knows what he's doing. But last year we won this race and ran third at the Alloy, so hopefully it's the other way around this time.
Who would you like to thank for second here tonight?
I need to thank Miles Hill, Alex for letting me drive our car, Daryl, Trevor, Cam, Levi, my crew guy back home, my parents, just everyone who makes this possible for me.
All right, Parker Price Miller comes home with a very solid second place here tonight, and we'll get a word with Dave Dykstra here in a moment as he wraps things up with the TV. We want to thank Jason Hill from the Burger Barn. Jason, first of all, thank you for the great food you've served, because I love the place. It's great, but we appreciate your support. You do so much for this. You sponsor so many different race cars. You support two of our biggest events of the year. Man, you do a lot for this sport, and I know it's just because you love it.
Yeah, well, it's all the credit for this out here goes to the team. I mean, they're amazing. They're in there night and day, all through the week, working on these cars, getting them ready. If they're ready to go, they're cleaning them, making us look good out there. So, I mean, hats off to my team, the drivers, all their crew members. They've been a great bunch of guys to work with, and we're happy to be part of this. We're glad to see the stands full tonight, and hopefully the same tomorrow night. And thanks for coming out, everyone.
I got to ask quickly, what's your favorite burger at the Burger Barn?
It's pretty hard to pick. I don't know. We are rolling out a new menu shortly. It's going to have all the same stuff on it with quite a few additions, so stay tuned for that.
Never a bad burger at the Burger Barn, and Dykstra will tell you that. Comes home third tonight. That was one whale of a battle between you and Parker Price Miller. Talk about that one. Slide jobs back and forth, and it seemed like you were the one receiving them all.
Yeah, I know we were just missing a little bit. He was a little bit better than we were off, and we'll get there. He runs a lot of races a year, and we just run here up at Oshweekend. I'm grateful just to be able to do that, but to run up there with guys like that, caliber of drivers like that, just only makes us better. So come Nationals, maybe we'll be up there with them guys.
Just by the look on your face, you seem like a rejuvenated Dave Dykstra. You seem to be having a lot of fun. You're enjoying 2016, aren't you?
Oh, very, very much so. We were all but totally done. So for Jason to give me this opportunity, I can't say enough to him, the whole team, my team, everything about it. We're going to get better every week. I'm still complaining about the motor not taking off properly, like old Dave Dykstra. So it's been fun. So we'll just keep getting better.
Well, on Burger Barn night, the Burger Barn car gets to third place. Congratulations, Dave Dykstra, with a top 3 finish. Again, Casey Kane, the winner here at Oshweekend Speedway. Thank you to the fans for coming here tonight. Don't forget, Casey's going to be back tomorrow night to take on the World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series 7.